Gang, what's good? Throw the fours up in the chat. Welcome to the new workout series. Now, as y'all know, I'm a basketball player, not a powerlifter or a bodybuilder. So not only does that mean my workouts look a little bit different, but my timing and body transformations look a little different also. You know, it gets cold outside, we bundle up, everybody is hiding, it's bulking season, everything like that. That's not the case for us though. We're prepping for preseason. So like I said before, things are gonna look a little different. I guess some could say that I'm going on a cut, not really, because my intention is not to lose weight. I'm putting even more focus on sport specific training and getting ready for my preseason. Being as explosive as possible while still maintaining the muscle that we put on. Currently, I'm sitting around 210, so floating between 208 and 211 depending on the day. This morning we weighed in at 210. Now it's a decent weight for me to be at. I still feel explosive for the most part, but I can see that fatigue is catching up with me a lot faster, and that's a sign that I need to start, you know, pulling back and focusing more on being lean and explosive and mobile now. So throughout this series, I'm gonna take y'all through not only the workouts, but I'm also gonna show y'all what my diet looks like for the most part too. Y'all already see a couple of the supplements in the back. Ghost might as well sponsor me at this point. If you're watching this, you know, go ahead and make me a Ghost athlete. Tag him in the comment section. Same with Gymshark, man. I'm trying to be a Gymshark athlete. Y'all already know how I feel about that. Y'all see I got the Gymshark pump cover on for today, but I'm gonna let y'all see the whole gym fit once we actually get to the gym. But like I said before, I'm a basketball player, not a bodybuilder or a powerlifter. When it comes to my diet, I'm not necessarily tracking macros and micros and all of that. I take the simplest route when it comes to maintaining my diet. How many meals am I eating? How do I feel when I'm eating them? Making sure I'm getting my essentials: proteins, carbs or starches, and then fruits and vegetables. Since I'm focused on being more lean and explosive, I'm only doing 2 meals a day. One big one in the morning so I have energy to get throughout my day. One big one at night to recover. Protein shake right after my workout. Inevitably, that usually leads to me losing weight because I have a high metabolism, but making sure that we're just keeping fuel in the tank as we burn these calories along the way. If you're excited for the series, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We've been consistent on the YouTube, and I want to thank you guys for all the growth that I've seen throughout this journey, and we only on the way up from here. So right now, we're getting ready to make our breakfast for the day. Let's not waste no more time. Let's get into it. I do cook the majority of my meals myself, unless I've gotten lazy on dinner one night and I just decided to order some fast food, DoorDash, pizza, whatever, but that's rare. But I make my own breakfast every single morning. So for today, I do have overnight oats, but I'm not a big fan of just eating overnight oats fresh out the fridge. I like to heat mine up, mix in a little bit of protein powder, and make it oatmeal. Fry up some bacon, and then I'm also gonna have a bagel. So I have a good amount of carbs. In the oats, I already have some frozen berries. So there's strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, all of that within the oatmeal. It's a breakfast on the heavier side, but just make sure I got that fuel in me to get through the rest of the day before I can get to my protein shake. I don't know if y'all necessarily want to watch me cook it. I'll show y'all when I'm done. Now, one thing that I am trying to be mindful of, I'm trying to cut down on snacking and my sugar intake. I would kill candy as if it was a meal, but we're not doing that no more. We're trying to fix those bad habits. So with that being said, that doesn't mean that I'm not eating sugar at all. But when it comes to my eating habits, for instance, the oatmeal is good, but it could be a little bit sweeter. So instead of adding sugar, this Ghost Cinnabon protein powder, as much as I like it, it's mad sweet. But it's only 1 gram of sugar in this too. We're gonna use that to sweeten up our oatmeal. Give that a try at home and thank me later. Our breakfast for today. Now, every part of this series isn't gonna be as in-depth as day one, just because I have the same routine almost every day. Y'all see the difference in breakfast and everything like that. When I eat my breakfast, this is usually the time where I'm catching up on any of the NBA games that I couldn't watch the night before, gathering my thoughts and all the information that I need to create content and get ready to talk basketball on live with y'all later on in the day. Y'all don't gotta watch all of this. I'll go ahead and knock out this breakfast, and then in about 45 minutes to an hour, we're gonna head over to the gym. Right now, it is 9:15. So like I said, once we finish this, we'll head over to the gym for our first workout. Oh my God. Before we get out of here, y'all know we gotta put the pre-workout together. I might have a little bit of a problem. Yeah, Ghost, why don't you go ahead and sponsor me so it can be a little bit lighter on my pockets. Pre-workout, We got the Ghost Legend All Out. Taking Ghost new creatine that they just came out with. We got the Ghost Pump mixture. Nitric oxide, that's what controls the blood flow in the body. That's what makes the pump look good, you know what I'm saying? Nitric oxide basically regulates the flow of blood to the muscles when you're working. And then just a regular multivitamin. All right, y'all, so we just pulled up to the gym. Y'all already know what time it is. Gotta down this pre-workout real quick. With everything that I mix in here, it's a lot harder to try to chug it all in one go. Pause. It never fails. But I forgot my water bottle, so we gotta use the water fountain in the gym. Side note, this is probably a good time to tell y'all that my workout split has changed. Now, if y'all remember from the bulking series, I mapped out that whole split for the week, and y'all could go back and look at that. But now, since we switching up, prepping for preseason, the workout split changes. A little bit more basic, grouping a lot more muscles together. So on Monday, we got upper body. Tuesday, legs. Wednesday is straight cardio. Thursday, legs again, but it's explosive. Friday, it's another upper body day. And then Saturday and Sunday is mobility and active recovery. Each day is gonna look completely different than the day before. Like I said, we're switching up the purpose of the lifts now. Before, we was trying to put on as much muscle as possible while still trying to maintain the athleticism. Now, we flipping it. We trying to get as explosive as possible while still maintaining the muscle that we put on. Now, as much as I want you guys to watch the full videos and be invested in the content, I know everybody doesn't have time to sit through and watch these whole workout videos. That's why each day I upload these workouts. In the description below, I will type out the entire workout routine for that day. But obviously you can see we in the gym now, so let's get into it. Keeping it calm for the gym fit for today. We got on the Jordan 9s with the Gymshark Global Lifting Sweats, Gymshark Power Wash Pump Cover, got the Better Brand tank top underneath, and y'all know I'm a hooper, you know, I got the shorts on underneath. I hope I'm not the only one who still does that. Like, shorts under jeans is crazy, but shorts under sweats, I feel like that should be a little bit more acceptable, especially since it's getting cold out and you know basketball right there. But let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section. We ain't gonna go too heavy, we're just gonna keep it with the 80s for today. Knees up, keeping the core tight. We're actually going with the 1-2 press variation for today.
Now, in case you don't know the purpose of the 1-2 press, the static hold allows us to work the stabilization muscles in the chest and the shoulders. It also acts as a pretty good isometric to strengthen the joints in the upper body as well. Throughout this new workout split, you're also going to see us doing a lot more reps in order to train for overall stamina as well as performance.
Starting to sweat already. Immediately go into a drop set. So I'm dropping all the way down to the 70s. Not keeping the knees up on this one. Might need some leg drive on a burnout. Feeling good, already sweating. Might sweat through this before the next movement. Damn, bro, you look good. Go put a different shirt on, man. You're making me look bad for the video. You said what? You make me look bad. Man, stop it. Actually, I'm loving the community that I'm starting to build out here in West Virginia, simply because it's so small, but everybody is so supportive out here. They saw me pull up, didn't really know who I was. A couple of the kids knew me through basketball content, but then they see me in the weight room. They see the types of lifts that I've been doing, and they started saying, yo, do you play a sport? Because you don't look like a, power lifter. Some have said, oh, are you trying to get into bodybuilding? And I'm like, nah, I'm flattered, but I can't do that. Just seeing the amount of support that the people have shown me out here, it's love, man. It really is love. I love that they support the message, the mission, all of it. Another sport-specific lift for the most part. Balance, core strength, one knee above the hip, maintaining the balance the whole time. Whew. I actually got this workout right here from Russell Westbrook's workout plan when I was in high school. That core strength and transfer of power to the upper body, thunderous dunks. Similar results to what you're gonna see once we start using the landmine setup. I'm really sweating in here. It's like they got the heat on today too. I gotta stay disciplined though. I can't take the pump cover off just yet. Can I get your number, girl? 656. We're moving into a standing military press. We're not gonna go above 115 today. And the reason I like doing these, they're unsupported. So you're engaging and strengthening the posterior chain, core, back, as we go through these explosive movements. But it's not a full-blown push press. However, if we get stuck on those last couple of reps, that's when we can kind of use our legs a little bit, but we're gonna try not to do that. Light work, baby. Into this seated shoulder raise series. Working all heads of the shoulder. $12 in each direction. Luckily, we only got 2 sets because that shit is exhausting. All right, we're about to get into these neutral grip lat pull downs. This might be where the pump cover comes off, I'm not gonna lie to you. Try to fight the urge, but I really wanna take this pump cover off, but I'm getting such a good sweat. I just know if I take this off, it starts to feel cool in here, sweat stops, and then I feel like I'm not really working. Now that's not necessarily the case. Just because you're not sweating doesn't mean that you're not getting a good lift in. All my lifters, y'all know what I mean. Sometimes the gym is cold, you're getting a real good lift in, but you just can't keep your body temperature up enough for you to sweat. And it's not because you're not lifting hard enough. Could just be the atmosphere, the environment that you're in. That's why I bundle up when I come to the gym now. Gym's gotta pay bills too, I get it. Feeling it, feeling it. Shout out to my boy Swirl Ricketts for putting me on to this face pull variation. We're actually gonna do it kneeling. Root to the gut, brush. In order to not only work the upper back, but strengthen the posterior chain in the process. It might be safe to take the pump cover off. It's gonna go back on before we get into cardio. Ooh. I really just wanted to take it off for our tricep extensions. We got 10. How we looking? All right, let's knock out some core.
Yeah, sorry about the camera quality on this one. I was still learning how to use the new equipment when I got this. But we're doing 50 reps of core divided between these hanging knee raises and hanging Russian twists.
I'm liking the pump. Air probably fell out, fuck it. Told y'all I ain't no power lifter, I ain't no bodybuilder. Just a hooper who likes to pick up heavy stuff. Let's throw this back on. We're gonna throw the pump cover on and hop on the bike. Cardio in the gym gets so boring to me personally because I'm stuck in one spot. I don't know too many people who like cardio in general. You know, as far as you know, running, everything like that. I don't even know if I could really call this cardio. This is more of just the cool down of the workout section. I know when I usually do cardio, like I'm about to do right now after I'm done talking to y'all, I put on a movie or I watch the basketball games from the night before, whatever to keep my mind occupied as I tough this out. What's good, bro? Oh, you good, you can walk through. Man, I'm not like that, bro. No way I trip off of somebody walking in front of the camera when I'm just on the bike. You know what? Wanted to pause the game just to talk to y'all about that. There's gotta be a better balance between respecting influencer, gym culture, or whatever, and respecting the average gym goer space. Because yes, we get paid to make content. Understand everybody's trying to get their content out there and everybody doesn't have the luxury of going to a private gym or a non-commercial gym. At the same time, there are people who are just in the gym just on their own time, you know, fitting it in between their day, trying to keep themselves active. And You never know what person is at what point in their journey. And everybody don't want to be recorded during those moments of insecurity, everything like that. And then on the flip side of that, I understand as an influencer, you may be trying to get a good shot and there's not a lot of space in the gym. You got to understand that somebody's going to have to walk through your camera path every now and then. Now, if they're blatantly just being disrespectful about it, that's when it's time to say something. But if somebody is minding their own business, trying to get to where they're going, stop tripping, all right? Seeing influencers stopping the workout and, bro, how could you mess up my shot? If you was really working, you don't need that 1 rep. See, it's not a big deal. And that's my guy. You out of here?
I'm done, baby.
You done for the day?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's my favorite part.
Hey, did you leave me some weight in there? Cause you wanna come in here and lift everything.
That's why I'm so glad to leave.
All right, I feel you.
Feeling. You feeling good?
I'm feeling all right. On a completely new split now, getting ready for basketball season, preseason coming up. So now I went from, you know, the typical chest and back or like chest and triceps instead of separating all the muscle groups because I was trying to put on as much weight as possible, kind of bulking. Everything is kind of being pushed together. So now I've got a full upper body day and a full lower body day, then cardio, Olympic lifts, more sport specific stuff, just to condition my body.
That's what matters in the end.
That's a fact.
What you do on that floor is what matters.
All of the summer, it was about putting on the muscle. Now it's about making sure everything is active. I was already athletic beforehand, but now at a higher weight, I want to make sure that I'm just as explosive, if not even more explosive.
That'll be lit.
Appreciate the love, man.
I'll see you later.
Hey, stay safe. W, mans. The old heads in the gym are always the coolest ones to talk to, I swear. Almost done with the cardio. We about 7 minutes into it. 3 more minutes, getting a good sweat. We're gonna go get some light shots up first, record our content for the day, go home, edit, get our protein shake on, everything like that. Then we're gonna come back, get more shots up later, and then that's it. But y'all will see that in the video as we move on. I should have also mentioned earlier, the workouts are about to be, on the court at least, a lot more focused to specific areas of the game. So today's workout is strictly shooting. Shots off the catch, if I can find somebody to rebound for me later on. But if it's not shots off the catch, we're doing shots with very limited dribbles. I'm not going cone to cone, focusing on ball handling and getting into a shot, creating space, all of that. Is strictly the act of shooting itself, especially with this upper body day, because I gotta know how to shoot through fatigue. So, starting off by shooting with the heavy ball. Starting to think I might not have needed to put on shorts until later, but we're gonna keep them on regardless. And for all the sneakerheads who always wanna know what shoes I'm hooping in, what shoes I got on, today we got my Nike ID Sabrina ones. Custom. Hi.
Now today we're starting off our first session with just form shooting with the heavy ball. 5 spots at close range, 10 makes in each spot. We're also gonna get some form shots with our offhand too. Lifting and shooting with the heavy ball allowed me to naturally add range to my shot. It also helped me with shooting through fatigue late in games. Now the left hand form is a little sloppy, but trying to enforce the same mechanics that I have with my dominant hand allowed me to be more comfortable with it in game. We've also got 10 makes of these bank shots at close range too, trying to keep a high arc and strong wrist flick. Then we move into soft jumpers to engage our lower body mechanics and to develop a soft touch. Going through your full act of shooting, but just having to adjust at close range. The jumper should still look the exact same as you would at the 3-point line. Then we readjust and go through this whole series again with a real basketball. Make sure you're consistent with your shooting mechanics before you try adding the weighted ball into your routine. I understand immediately wanting to add range to your shot, but mechanics is the first part of the battle. You don't want to enforce bad habits that lead to inconsistencies with your shooting. Then we finish off the session with free throws, and you're going to see that a lot throughout this whole workout routine. 9 times out of 10, we're ending every court session with free throws.
All right, y'all. So we finished up our first workout. We recorded our content for the day, already posted. We're gonna get ready to go live in a little bit before we get to our next workout. And the next workout is nothing but shooting. Similar to what we just did, but we're actually getting up spot up threes. Hopefully I can find somebody to rebound for me. If not, it's gonna be a lot of one dribble threes and going to get my own rebound. That can get time consuming, but gotta get the work done. After that workout, I gotta add some fuel to the tank. I ain't gonna lie, we looking alright. Damn, and it's just day one. To make today's protein shake, every protein shake is gonna be the same each day. So like I said, day one's video is gonna be longer than the rest. Ghost Chips Ahoy flavor, for the protein shake throughout the week. As for the base, I'm using almond milk. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I like to do big scoops. So this is probably about to be like a scoop and a half. It's like a scoop and a half, nothing too crazy. 160 calories, 25 grams of protein, but we did a scoop and a half. So we're looking at 32, no, let me do my math real quick. Okay, so we're looking at 37 and a half grams of protein and 240 calories. Whew. Like I said, I don't track calories, macros, micros, whatever like that. But for the ones who do, let me know how I'm doing, I guess. We throwing a raw egg in there too. It doesn't make a huge difference when it comes to the taste and texture of the shake. I look at it as free protein. I didn't even count the calories and all the nutritional facts of the almond milk. That's how you know I don't really be doing this for real. That's too much math, bro. And I'm good at math, but I'm not trying to do calculations every time I eat. That's not happening. Much respect to the content creators and the bodybuilders and powerlifters out there, because that takes a lot of discipline inside the gym and outside the gym. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's real good. All right, y'all, so we recorded our content, edited the videos for today. Now, we about to be on our way back to the gym. Let's go get some shots up. We pulled up just in time because they just got finished with some runs. I'm way older than everybody that was running. I'm talking like it was a mix of early high schoolers and late middle schoolers. So that's not the type of comp that I'm about to run pickup with. No disrespect to them. I feel like I shouldn't have to explain this though. Now, gym is fairly empty for the most part. Fairly empty for the most part. So now, I'm about to get some shots up.
Now we're starting this session with 10 clean made free throws in a row. After that, we're getting into 5-star shooting from the mid-range. Since we don't have a rebounder, this is good shooting and conditioning. Gotta get a make at 5 spots, and we're switching sides of the court after each make. I went a little out of order because the path is supposed to be in the shape of a star. But we have to make all 5 in a row, and if you miss, we gotta start all over. It's just as much of a mental challenge as it is a physical challenge, because there's no worse feeling than getting to that last spot like this and bricking. Now you feel like all that work is for nothing and we gotta start all over. I know y'all saw my frustration right there. But we needed 5 complete sets of this in the mid-range to start. A lot of people gonna look at this and think it's easy, and you might be right for the first couple of sets. But don't be cheating by taking too much rest in between each spot or each set. Let that fatigue hit you and try to keep that jumper the exact same no matter how tired you are. And if you did the workouts earlier, that fatigue is gonna hit quick. But remember, it's just as much mental as it is physical. Push through. After that is 3-level shooting, where we have to start off and hit a 3, then a mid-range, and then a layup all in a row at each spot. And you know the vibes. If you miss, you gotta start over at that spot. Now, I love how the constant change in levels forces you to adjust every shot for depth perception as you would in a real game. Then we've got 5-star shooting from the 3-point line. Same thing that we did in the mid-range, only now we're covering even more ground because we're going from the 3-point line. As you can see by the speed that I'm moving, I am gassed by this point of the workout, but we gotta shoot through that fatigue. As you can see, I'm out of frame on a couple of these shots because we don't shoot from the high school line. It's no disrespect to my high school hoopers out there, but y'all already know I don't play high school ball no more. When that line is moved back a couple of feet when you get to college, and then again once you get to the pros, it's a different ball game. And the mental challenge is even worse on this one because we're running so much more. This whole set hurt. But we don't shy away from the challenge, and you know we had to get this done.
Shooting and conditioning. I'm in a very heavy sweat right now. Gotta love it. But just because this was conditioning for today doesn't mean that we're not gonna be doing some running. That just comes later on in the week. Oh, yeah, I gotta get home and shower. I'm starving.
I'm ready to go get something to eat.
Don't you think I'm so sexy? I'm just so fresh and clean. Alright, y'all. Just got out the shower. It is about 9 o'clock at night. Let's make some food. I don't know who the hell y'all think I am. This ain't no fucking cooking show, though. I'm not gonna be going through this whole process for long. All I got y'all here, I wanna talk to y'all about a few things. For dinner tonight, we got some eye-around beef and potatoes. Full disclosure, the potatoes is left over from Sunday night dinner, but they still good. So we just gonna throw this in the frying pan for a little bit on the stove, and yeah, steak seasoned and ready to go. I did think about making a meat joke, but I think I do enough of those on the baseline. While these are cooking, this may be a good time to talk to y'all about my dieting and all of that. I know a lot of y'all may have heard me say that I don't count micros and macros and all that, and then automatically try to write me off as, oh, he don't know what he's doing, he don't know what he's talking about when it comes to his body, this, that, the third. Because I go off of what I feel, not off of how I look. I told y'all, I ain't no fucking bodybuilder and I ain't no power lifter. I'm a hooper that picks up heavy shit. My bad for getting that aggressive. Let me pull back a little bit. The reason that I structure my diet the way that I do is because I've learned these things about my body through trial and error. So I don't have to count out all this stuff because I'm training for performance, not for a certain look. Yes, I want to look good. I be in the weight room, you know, I'm trying to get my muscle on, all of that. I'm not trying to be fat, all of that, whatever. But at the same time, my performance means more to me. I'll give y'all an example. I remember when I first started like wanting to put on weight for real, and when I first got hip to the knowledge about dieting and the different things that I could do to put on weight. It was my junior year of college, and I was on a visit, and the nutritionist that was at the school had told me about casein protein, jasmine rice, all these different things that were gonna be slow digesting and help me put on weight as somebody with a high metabolism. And it worked, but I was ODing. That off season I weighed around 190. By the time I had touched on campus for preseason, I was the heaviest that I had ever been at that point in time. I was floating around 210. I looked OD big. I was still fairly athletic, but I felt horrible. I was sluggish. I could still get up. I could still dunk, but I found myself getting tired way faster than I normally do. And then preseason, I was still able to manage with conditioning and everything like that, but I lost so much weight. You could say I went on a unexpected cut. I went from 210 all the way down to 193 in a matter of something like 6 to 8 weeks. That's not healthy. But not only that, I may have looked good, but at the same time, my knees was hurting, my back was hurting, my ankles were weak. This was the most I had ever been injured in my life because my body was not accustomed to carrying around that much weight on the regular. That's when I learned that drastically putting on as much weight as possible and then drastically trying to lose as much weight as possible is not the move. So now I found my balance of how to go on these bulks and cuts. But as a hooper, when I'm in my off season, my workouts are still basketball focused, but there's an emphasis on putting as much muscle on as possible. I want to be at my highest playable weight that I can handle at that time. As preseason approaches, like it is now, that's when I start prioritizing performance even more. The aspect of training for performance never went away. I just had a different emphasis. So now we're completely flipping that. I want to maintain everything that I put on. I told you I'm around 210 right now. And this is 3 years later. I'm at a playable weight still. Y'all saw what I did in the combine. But even then, I still wasn't in the best shape that I could be in. Now, if that means that this season I get down to 205 again, but I look bigger and I am stronger, I know for a fact I'm stronger because all of my maxes and my lifts have gone up. I don't know exactly what my maxes are, but I know that I used to max out at 275, 285 at one point, and now I can do those for reps. Granted, it's only 3 to 5 reps, but still, doing that for reps, different monster. Looking alright. So yeah, just because I'm not quantifying everything that I eat, doesn't mean I'm not being mindful of what I eat. This is the final product. I know I cooked 4 of the steaks earlier. I got a little anxious. I tried to taste one, and yeah, obviously it was good. So with that being said, this concludes day 1. I mean, I'm just gonna eat this, edit some videos, and go to bed within the next hour, 2 hours. So, yeah. Now, y'all know how we end these videos. Y'all know the vibes for me. It's peace, love, and happiness to everybody. Continue to stay safe. And make sure y'all tune back in tomorrow for day 2 of our Prepping for Preseason series. Big Lotti gang, 4's up. We out.